Alright then, we're back at M&T. For a recap, we're beginning to colonize the, well, Hokkaido. I hope to, in the future, begin colonizing the American West Coast. Pretty much Alaska, California, and probably Mexico, because I think that's the trade node that flows directly into the Korea Strait from the New World. Additionally, having this many people covering the, well, colonies is just a precaution. It's really overkill. I wouldn't need this many. More or less, I can just have 1k each go there. I'd rather lose 10 prestige, 15 prestige than that much money. Yeah, 1k would be fine here. I'm only doing this because, well, I might as well have my whole army over here because no one's going to threaten me down here. Okay, I can build a local university at only one more location. Has this turned into a renowned, or have I not? Oh right, I don't have, I only have a commune hall in there. 719. Yeah, it's worth it. Because it won't affect the autonomy level. That's the other reason why that's the main reason why the burgers don't have much influence. Quite a few of the provinces where the burgers have power, there's just no autonomy. I get the entirety of the province. That's also why my income just keeps increasing dramatically. Instead of a lot of it being siphoned to the burgers or to another estate, I get the full power of the income. The greater nobles, not so much, because, well, their high level of average autonomy, they raise the resting point of the autonomy by a huge degree, so... Although I do have to admit the resting point Issei is still going to be a good bit lower than it is now. It would be at around 22%. This is only an estimate. It's not going to be exactly that amount, and again, circumstances will change, like maybe legitimacy will go lower, or education level will go higher. The separatism is obviously going to change. I might build stronger fortifications there in order to get rid of the local fortifications, or at least weaken those, etc. I mean, I am one of the most advanced countries in the world, so really, I don't really need that much to continue trying to research everything you can. I can try to estimate where Europe is, but I'm having trouble. Simply because Eastern Europe tends to fall behind a bit. Oh well. Besides, I'm also just behind in admin tech, simply because I have to core every province I conquer. And that takes time, and a lot of admin points. Demote, not sheer authority, but use 87 military points. Alright. Bungo. Where is that even? There it is. Right here. A big enough city to merit building a small amount of infrastructure, but later. Oh well, this makes them a lot more controllable. Is that it? It is lagging. Nope. Bingo. I really do not care about this province. Farima. There's quite a bit of wealth in this province, more so than Bingo, but not really that important anyway. Unlike the other three sects of Buddhism, the Pure Land sect enjoys support not from the aristocracy, but from the lower castes. Farmers and low-ranking samurai eagerly joined the sect. They were willing to let the sect build temples on the small plots of land they controlled, and they encouraged settlement around the temples. Since towns were entirely within the fiefs of the followers of the sect, the temples were granted the rights to collect taxes and refuse entry to undesirables. Soon, they had grown so large that they attracted non-believers and merchants. The sects benefited from controlling commerce in these towns within the temple. Jinemachi. Such a town has recently been found in rural Figo. Pure Land Temple. Okay. I'd rather just let it come in. Since that is the sect that I'm following. Well. Yeah. Because it provides prestige. Pure Land Zen Buddhism. So Figo would get it, which is over here. And they get a monastic town modifier for 14 years. Well, approximately. Oh, wow. It's one of those. Those are incredibly powerful buildings. Generating a lot of money very, very quickly. I try to get your communication efficiency to work properly. I have very poor communication here, but I'm sure that will change once I've gotten port infrastructure in place, because they would have to run through here, which is a very, very large area. However, I do have port infrastructure there, so all I need is to build a port in whichever province I want to have an actual city in, which I think will be this one. This one has the most population, while still maintaining decent terrain and keeping the winters from being too bad. Yeah, 60k, 42k, or maybe here, yeah, 200k. I'll probably actually do it here. This has the most population. Forest Highlands are a bit when it comes to infrastructure, but I probably should stick to where population is best. I'll colonize the rest just so that I can, have more to work with. I'll probably avoid colonizing some of Siberia. I'll eventually get to the coastline once I have better naval infrastructure in place, as well as maybe even a capital building. Wow, the burghers have invested in a workshop. That's awful nice of them. No, it's the lesser nobles that did that. No, actually, it's the province itself. Huh. That's unusual. It's rarely the case that they do that. That's good of them. Could just take advantage of the increasing population and build a marketplace. Maybe also a warehouse. I don't know. Definitely build a temple though. I want to keep that second level art modifier around. And it's not that expensive to build temples. Let's do what I was planning to do for a while, and get a fort constructed in Wani. Even if that doesn't take down any fortifications, it will at least reduce the amount of autonomy increase by 10%, which I think is enough to bring it down to 0 autonomy. No, but pretty close. It's a silver mine, so it's going to be worth a lot of money. Of course, there is also the fact that autonomy does reduce unrest, so I do have to be careful not to do it unnecessarily. So I do have to be careful not to overdo it at times. Yeah, definitely increased income. Bison is now of kinky culture. Let's just check this one. No, that's not intellectual. It's population data. 7.87%. Nice. Leverage must be used regardless of the cost. Well, I don't plan on getting any ideas anytime soon. Except maybe, well, it's going to be an administrative idea, that's for sure. I don't know which, though, so... It's going to be a while. Not sure when, though. I'll take the excellent spies. That seems more productive for me. Missionaries upset the natives in Isikari. The pagan natives living near our colonies attracted pious believers who saw a chance to spread the Mahayana faith. These missionaries actively traveled beyond the borders of the colonies to find and befriend native tribes, living among them as they learned their language and shared their testimony. This contact inadvertently spread disease to the natives, disease that the missionaries themselves seemed to be immune to. This was proof that the missionaries had great power, or were great evil. Missionaries often knew little about the culture or customs of their hosts, relying on native guides who could be biased or ignorant themselves. Anger could easily turn to bloodshed, and although missionaries were living outside the protection laws of the colonies, both natives and colonists tended to view them as part of Mahayana. When violence broke out, it could easily escalate to full-scale tribal war. Well, they gained 4 aggressiveness. At least it wasn't the natives living here. That would be really bad. Rice will now be produced in Isikari. The cheap stuff. Still no news from Musima. So, and what the land can produce. Right, didn't I want to do something here? Yeah. I wanted to work towards getting a university set up here because the autonomy could easily handle it. Yep, definitely. I could build a rank 2 university here. It wouldn't matter. Although I figure as I upgrade they'll probably upgrade local fortifications. Still can afford a rank 1, but without issues. Nearby merchant republics, trading cities, or trade companies. Give me a minute. Did someone reform into a trade republic? A merchant republic? Oh, monarchy. Yeah, because tribes still have the well, the initial reforms for tribes is the same, however, they still use the base game method of slowly reforming to becoming a different, whatever government type they want. So it's perfectly possible for a tribal to become a republic. Despotism, clan, quanate, nomadic rule. Well, couldn't I just pick... Isn't there a government type map mode? Political... Monarchies, tribals... City-state. Oligarchy, wealth-based voting rights. That's not enough to get trade republic. Tribal, republic. Peasants republic. Perfection. What about them down here? Bima's Grand Republic. Trade Republic. Okay, that's where it's coming from. Also a trade... No, that's a Peasants Republic. So, I'm gonna see how much influence Bima has on me. But... Sanasiek... Could also be trade companies, but... Who would establish trade companies? No, no trade companies here. Back to government types. Native. Republic. Peasants Republic. City-state. Hey, wait a second. Oh. Ryukyu reformed from its tribal state into a merchant republic. That's a bit cursed, but okay. No, not really. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Leave them be. They're gonna increase trade value everywhere. And although I really would not want them to have a large fraction of the control over the trade node. It is going to increase my trade value to just leave them there for now. Eventually, I'll integrate them once I take the shogunate. I'll integrate them as well, but for now, no need. Yeah, good. Let's save the game and call it quits for here. It's going to need a minute to save. We got about 5 years through. Nice. Alright then. I'll be seeing you again tomorrow. Here again. Until then.